Yo, what is going on, growmies? Hope y'all are doing well, growing well. Now, growmies, welcome back to the Organic Living Soil tent. In this tent, we have some dang smackers such as OJ Creamsicle, Tropicana Cookies, and Stardog. Looking at the girls, man, this is honestly one of the best grows I've ever accomplished myself. And the reason? Well, these plants have had no deficiencies, no toxicities, and literally nothing wrong. Just the perfect, easy, and laid back grow, which is how I like to grow, laid back. Anyways, looking at the tops of the plants, the buds are filling out extremely nicely, especially OJ Creamsicle and Stardog. But we all know that if the top of the plant is proper, that means that below, in the root zone, the plant is also thriving. Being an organic soil grower, this entire grow, I've constantly tried to make sure that the soil moisture level was proper in order to avoid microbials dying from drought, deficiency, and maintain a high microbial activity. What that means is that every single day, I've had to be nitpicky about the moisture levels and timing the drybacks properly. Honestly, it does take a lot of work and a pretty keen eye, but that's how this grow has changed. From a lot of daily work to automatic, self-watering, extremely laid-back grow. Around the middle of flower, I ended up receiving a Spider Farmer automatic self-watering system. And opening up the packaging, we can see that we got a whole bunch of goodies. After building the trays, supporting the water reservoir, and cutting the appropriate water lines, we now have an automatic watering system. Filling up the reservoir. Once our bucket has been filled up and properly pH stabilized, the water can now flow through the tubes and fill up each tray. And then these wicks use the physics of capillarity to pull the water upward and transfer to the soil pots. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first set up the automatic watering system, I was like, how are these two little strings gonna transfer all the water that my plant needs? And well, within a day, my pots were completely soaked to where I think I only really need one string, which is what I want to test in the future. Also, this reservoir lasts about 2 whole weeks, which is a really long time. And this is where the tragedy comes in. Recently, my cousin went on vacation for 4 days. And normally I go over to take care of his plants, but this time his dad decided to stay home. In the middle of the grow, the one that he's been really trying on, his dad forgot to water and all his plants died and burnt to nothing. If he would have had the self-watering system, this would have never happened and he would be safe to leave his plants for literally 2 weeks on vacation. After he sent the pictures and videos of his plants dying, I told him about the self-watering system and he got one the same night just because it's so detrimental to invest like over 2 months just for the harvest to fail in the middle. Anyways, moving on from that tough moment, so far the product has been working above my expectations and has been completely safe from any leaks, which was my biggest worry. I am definitely going to continue to use the self-watering system, but definitely need to figure out the string wicking moisture levels further. Anyways, growmies, this video is how I've been growing super laid back using the Spider Farmer self-watering system. And one more thing too, growmies, before you guys click off, tomorrow, Soil vs. Hydro, episode 12 is being released. In this video, we take a deep dive into the trichome development using microscopes, so be sure to come back tomorrow for a new video with HGZ. And HGZ, you better send me the clips. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment. If you haven't seen my other grow/smoke reports, check them out. Keep it up out there, growmies, and stay motivated in this beautiful medicinal hobby. #growmiegang.